I guess no new news on the offensive line is good news. So where are we at on the O-line?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a
see?
little what we were just talking about. It's hard for us to chart how good the offensive linemen are doing. We see when they get cooked. We don't really see their wins. I mean, you can kind of see their win, but every win feels like it comes with an asterisk. I really laid eyes on Tali Fuaga for about 8 snaps today where I was like, I'm just watching Fuaga on this. And it's like, I think he won, but the guy in front of him's not doing everything he can to get past him. He did like they did some wide zone runs today, and you know, I mean, he looks fluid. He looks like he knows what he's doing in those, but it's just impossible to give a really good evaluation. We notice them messing up more than we notice them doing well. There have been a couple times we've noticed that with Penning, but yeah, if the question is no news is good news, if we're not telling you that they look like a mess out there, it's probably good. I mean, now look. There have been 2 practices in a row. There have been batted passes. There's been pressure up the middle. There's been some tucking and running. So it doesn't mean the offensive line is winning. But no news is probably good news. I think what you don't want to hear is another rough day for the offensive line. And that's not how these practices have not been derailed by poor offensive line play.
Yeah. You know, I thought Penning had good moments and bad moments today. There was a run out to the right side where it looked like he was, you know, he was moving, and when he's moving in space, like it's like, man, this guy,
get out of the way.
This guy's like, he's big, he's athletic, he's fast. You kind of see all that stuff come together. That's when I think he looks his best. You know, he led the way. They had a long run to the right side of the field. He looked really good there. There's another false start by him. Foskey got him on a pressure. You know, it's just kind of what it is. It's nothing to be alarmed about, and it's nothing really to speak highly about. It's just kind of, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Like, I still think it's very much up in the air. The very first practice we saw, like, he looked good in that one. It was like, damn, this might be easier and better than we thought. And then the more and more you see, it's kind of like, all right, this is going to be a process. I think we're just in the middle of the process. And, you know, out of fairness for it, it feels bad to kind of nitpick it every single step of the way, but you know, it's there's highs, there's lows, there's middles, and you know, I think it's just going to be see how it smooths out over time. I mean, but I think it is, you know, to be determined for sure.
I feel like
that was an Alvin run, by the way, the one you're talking about around the right side. Yeah, that was the one where Alvin really got out there too.
I don't know, man. I feel like with the O-line, it's like cooking. You're trying out different recipes and things like that. You've thrown away a couple of pans, not having this right, not having that right, and right now you're preheating the oven, getting ready to put it in. So we'll have to see whenever they go out there and start clacking, but it's too early to kind of tell, but there's some good things going on.
Is it like Edwin cooking chicken cacciatore?
Man, that was elite. Shout out to Edwin.